right, let's just get this sent off here. Okay. So we are officially live, starting a first day of school live stream. So we can talk about iStuff, we can talk about first day of school, and if any of you have any students or know of any students that are starting school, just different things we can talk about with what they're up to at the first day of school. Kind of wait for more people to hop in and see what we want to chat about today. Nice day out. Temperature is currently about 89 degrees, nice and sunny with a little light breeze. Feels really good out. Nice to get out during the day and just get some vitamin D and soak up some sunlight, because we probably need about 40-45 minutes of sun each day. Well, me in particular, because a lot of my day is spent inside and indoors, and with exams and office environment and different things going on, that it's nice to just get outside and get some fresh air. That really echoes back there. Hi, Jocelyn. How are you doing this morning, or this afternoon, I guess, for me now? Just starting up a first day of school live stream and seeing what we want to talk about, or if anyone knows any students or anybody, if you have any students in your lives that you know are starting school, just what they're up to and what you hope for them to learn this year at school, or what are some goals, what are some lifestyle changes or milestones or different developments. Doing well today, Jocelyn. Thanks for asking. How are you doing today? Just starting a live stream, walk and talk. But a lot of people for this week, or started last week, or even yet to come, a lot of people are starting school up and joining back into the classroom. So my YouTube channel on iHealth and Education is all about learning and education. So I always love the first day of school. Just excitement, the materials, meeting new people, getting to know your new teachers, all different kinds of fun stuff like that. I really enjoy it. It's a nice first day for school, though, for sure. Especially if there's younger students you know in your lives that get outside and get to have a little bit of recess and a little bit of fun. Well, good. Glad to hear things are going well. You know, it's weird. There used to be a lot more people that used to go for walks out here where I'm walking, but I don't see a lot of people walk anymore for some reason. I know it's hot and temperature is elevated, upper 80s, lower 90s. But still, it's good to get outside and get some vitamin D. Oh, I guess that business is gone. Huh, interesting. Used to be a business over there, but now I guess they've moved out and moved on. Hey, for those of you joining the live stream, welcome to the Lunch Walk and Talk live stream with the Dr. Bryce Heffington YouTube channel, where we talk about iHealth education stuff, but also just kind of pertinent, timely events like this being the first day of school for a lot of people. And you might know some students in your lives that are starting school. Just wanted to see if there's any exciting things, like have you had an eye exam going back to school yet? Have you had your eyes checked in a while? Usually what we recommend is just once a year annual eye examinations, comprehensive eye examinations, and to make sure that your vision's correct, that you can see normally, and especially if you're a student, that you can see well in the classroom. We got a few geese up here. Let's see if I can walk across the street and catch them on the live stream here. I think I can flip the camera around here in a moment. Ooh, we got a family of geese up here. This is gonna be fun. Check this out. So we've got a family of geese right up here. Let's see how many there are. 2, 4, 6, 8. Is that 10? I think there's about 10 of them. There's some geese. We won't cross their path. We'll just kind of let them eat lunch, with a few of them that have their mouths open. Probably looking to make sure I don't cause a distraction for their family. Hey guys, how are you doing? Ladies too, I guess. Some of you over there. But it's something you don't get to see every day. We'll make another looping pass. We'll check back in with them and see how they're doing. For now, let's get across the street. So what are some topics that some of y'all wanted to see come up on the YouTube channel in the future? I've got a really, really interesting one dropping this Thursday. And that's usually my pattern of when videos get released are Thursdays, usually the first and third Thursday of each month. That's usually when, not always, but sometimes the schedule works out better that way. That it's usually the first and third Thursday whenever I drop new long form videos. But I've got a really interesting one coming out Thursday that you'll want to make sure that you check out other videos on the channel in the meantime before that one drops, because it'll make a little bit more sense if you know a little bit more about the YouTube channel before you watch that video. The geese were just near an office over there. Not sure what office, but they were near one of them. I'll give you a hint about what the video might entail, the long form video might entail on Thursdays. Fish is the key word. Fish. I won't say anything more than that. Fish is the hint word to be aware of what comes up Thursday. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and just subscribe so you get notified when it goes live, when the video goes live, so you can be one of the first to watch it and share it with your friends, your family members, coworkers, colleagues, and anybody that could use beneficial information on eye health stuff, what comes out of this video. And there's some personal health history stuff that I share with it as well too, of just things that I'm doing along my journey of getting healthier and making better choices and wiser choices, and blood work results may even get featured on there too. So I won't say anything more, but fish is the key word with that one. Gotta really watch where you're walking sometimes, because sometimes during lunch there's a lot of cars that are out and going and moving and driving, and you want to make sure you don't get hit. I used to run a lot competitively, high school and college, cross country and track and field, but since then I have incurred some injuries. I get broken and injured, and now I just enjoy walking and lifting weights, and that's usually my main mode of exercise. So it's different, but it's definitely good. It's better than me going out and trying to run many miles and get broken or injured or damaged or things like that. Do I miss running? Yeah, I do. But God calls you into certain seasons and he calls you out of certain seasons, and I'm called to be obedient to that. I can't just keep going on the running train and just think it fixes everything, because it was just for a season and that's it. Anybody have anything interesting for lunch, or any unusual foods today? Or here's a weird one. Okay, for those of y'all that like pizza, what is a very unusual topping that you like to put on your pizza that other people think you're weird for putting on your pizza? One of mine is anchovies. I love anchovies on my pizza. I'm a salty dog. Any other salty dogs out there? Or if you like mushrooms or black olives or hot honey with pepperoni, there's a local restaurant here that does that. It's really tasty. Ooh, that was almost an accident. Might be another accident. Healthy food is an interesting choice on top of pizza. Black olives are a good choice. Our son loves that too. Our daughter does too, surprisingly. You know, it's weird for kids liking them that young. And of course we have Allie giving me some laughing faces. And for those of you who don't know, Allie is my bride, also known as my wife. Black olives and spinach. That's a tasty combination too. Now, do you like putting the spinach on before the pizza goes in the oven and it gets kind of roasted and crispy? Or do you like putting them on just drizzled afterwards? Like kind of like almost like a salad uh, uh, texture. Oh, you don't like pizza, Jocelyn? Okay, gotcha. It's okay. Not everyone does. Before, yeah, I like it crispy like that too. Anybody ever try putting anchovy paste on their pizza? I like actual anchovies themselves a little bit more. There's something that just, even though they have like the little bones in them, you can technically eat them and not have a problem. Yeah, she is pretty brilliant, Jocelyn, for sure. A lot wiser than me in a lot of ways, for sure. Okay, so speaking of wise and who's unwise. Okay, so when it comes to like those of you that have like significant others, boyfriends, girlfriends, fiancés, husband, wife, if you're in a relationship like that, this is kind of a running joke, I feel like, for us, that let's say if we were going to try to decide what we're going to do for a meal or for dinner or for lunch, and if whether we have the kids or not, it doesn't matter. Like whether they're along with us or if it's like a date night or something like that. A lot of times if there's a choice, like I will choose, like me, I will defaultively choose like one of the most unhealthiest options possible, because sometimes I just want to go nuts, I want to go bananas, I want to go wild, but then I'm going to feel the consequences of it later, because we eat really healthy and clean like 99.9% of the time and splurge every once in a blue moon. But my bride Allie will always choose like the healthier option, probably the better choices for us, and our stomachs feel better as a result of that later. So I always say I'm the one to tank it and go downhill really fast with like the unhealthy choices of whatever it is. So, okay, let's say if we're taking an example, like if we want to make a salad at home or something like that, or if we go to Chick-fil-A, versus if we go to Chick-fil-A. I'm probably going to want to defaultively pick Chick-fil-A, but I might regret it later in that I might not get a very healthy choice. Oh yeah, Armenian and Mediterranean food are both excellent. I mean, I love all different kinds of food, but those are really good choices too. Is there a specific kind of Armenian or Mediterranean dish that any of y'all like or have had recently or would love to try again? Man, it's getting hot out here. Well, Jocelyn and Allie, it seems like you two are on the same page with healthier food choices than I am. Here I am talking about unhealthy food and Chick-fil-A, and not that Chick-fil-A is bad. I mean, I love a good Chick-fil-A every once in a while, but okay, story time. So back in when I lived in Memphis for optometry school, a lot of great restaurants down in Memphis, Tennessee, if you've ever been. And if you haven't gone, I mean, there's some fun things in and around Memphis. It's a few hours away from Nashville, an hour north of Oxford, Mississippi, which is where Ole Miss is. And you can go to an Ole Miss game if you're into that. But there was probably a time back in optometry school where I would easily, and I mean easily, go to Payway once a week. And if you don't know what Payway is, if you've ever heard of Chick-fil-A, this is kind of like a scaled down, faster version. Sorry, did I say Chick-fil-A? I'm at P.F. Chang's, excuse me. Here I am talking about Chick-fil-A again. And here's the geese here to say hello to us again. But let me wind the clock back and say P.F. Chang's. It's probably one of my favorite restaurants that I love eating at. Hi, cool kid. How are you doing? Oh, let me cross the street here, make sure I don't get hit. Hello, Amir. How are you doing today? Okay, there's the geese again. Ooh, tabbouleh is good too. Gianna, I think if I'm saying your name right, just out for a walk right now and talking about Chinese food for the moment. So, or Asian food, either way. Going back to PF Chang's. So PF Chang's, love. Let's cross the street here. PF Chang's, I do love. Pei Wei's kind of a scaled down fast food version of it, and I'd probably have that once a week. Not the greatest, healthiest choice, but insanely tasty and wonderfully incredible. So if you ever get the chance to try Pei Wei, this is a plug-in definitely for going to try some Pei Wei. Thank you. Appreciate the sub, Gianna. We're just talking about ice up, but we're also talking about really fun food and unhealthy food and healthy food that we like to eat. And for those of you that are newer to the channel, there's a new video dropping Thursday that you'll want to be on the lookout for, because I think it'll be really interesting and open up a lot of really interesting conversation, dialogue, discussion, all kinds of things. I hope I'm saying your name right, Gianna. Gianna. You know what I love about Wendy's? Their chili is awesome. Speaking of Wendy's, I don't go to Wendy's a lot, but man, like in the wintertime, their chili is awesome. So I do enjoy a good Wendy's chili in the wintertime for sure. The screen got a little dim. It's a little hard to see now. Well, happy early birthday, or normally happy birthday eve, I guess, to you, Gianna. Any fun plans tomorrow, or any big ways to celebrate your big day? Let me see. Sorry, my screen's really dim. I'm having a hard time seeing. Hi, Cat Anecdote. How are you doing today? For my birthday, my birthday's in February, and for my birthday, we went down. Oh, it's a couple of hours away, but it was worth it. We rented a Suburban and took my mom, dad, myself, my bride, some of you saw in the chat, Allie, earlier, and our kids. We took them down to P.F. Chang's, which was really fun to go eat at, because it's my number one restaurant for sure. Cool. That sounds fun to go to the mall. Any stores you're looking up, wanting to go purchase anything from in particular, or go browse around, or experience? Golly, I remember the days of the mall, like back when I was growing up, like as a teenager, that some of those stores that a lot of kids my age would hit up would be PacSun, Hollister, Abercrombie and Fitch, Limited 2, Claire's. I mean, all kinds of different things. I feel like when I go to the mall now, there's just not a lot of people out. But however, for tax-free weekend in Missouri, oh my gosh, there was just like a lot of people at the mall for sure. More than I've seen in a while. Oh, hi, Mary. Hang on, I got a car in front of me. Okay. Typing ocular migraine photophobia, had cataract operation 6 years ago. What can be done? Interesting. Okay. Well, it takes an exam really to get to the bottom of a lot of that stuff, and usually done by your optometrist and ophthalmologist. I mean, there's probably at least, just kind of me thinking right here, there's a lot of different possibilities and outcomes that could happen post-cataract surgery. And if there's certain like triggers or certain prescription problems or certain dry eye problems or all kinds of different things that can trigger like a photophobia migraine reflex, that you really need a good comprehensive eye examination done by your optometrist or ophthalmologist to get to the bottom of what's going on. Because it's hard to really say, because there could be like at least 20 or 30 different possibilities of what's triggering that. Let's see. Have you went to a concert? Because I went to Blackpink's. Well, it's been a good minute since I've been to a concert. I feel like this is gonna sound bad, but you have people that like love to go to concerts, and you have people that just don't go to concerts. I'm one of the people that just doesn't go to concerts. Man, what was the last concert that I went to? Is it bad that I can't even remember that? Probably, okay, if you count this as a concert, which I don't know if I really would, since it was a worship conference, but back in 2017, I went, 2017, I went to Passion down in Atlanta, put on my Passion City Church, like with Louis Giglio and the whole crowd down there. I did go to that, so I guess if you counted that as like a 2 or 3 day concert, basically, that's probably the last one that I truly went to, but it's not really a concert. It's like a conference for youth that want to grow closer with God, just worship, love and serve Jesus Christ, get deeper in his scripture, deeper in his word, his truth, and just to be filled up and poured out and spurred on and encouraged more. So I don't know if that really answers your question, but as close to a concert setting you could say, that was probably one that I went to. Another one, years ago back when I was an undergrad, Florida Georgia Line, when they were still together, came to our undergrad. And I did go to that concert, which was really cool to see. But I'm just not a frequent concert goer. It's just, I don't know, not really a thing for me. Yeah, my screen probably is lagging. My phone might be heating up and background's getting a little difficult. 6 years old in my 40s. Cool. Yeah, my screen might be lagging a little bit because it might be heating up a little too much, but I at least want to get these live streams going on a consistent basis and see what sticks and what y'all like and what you like to see done a little differently. But it might be reconnecting a little better now. I can't quite tell, but it's maybe starting to go that direction. Well, we're coming up on the end of the live stream, so and I think my screen and connection might be lagging just a little bit here. How far are, I'm not sure what that means exactly. Anywho, well, we'll keep doing these live streams. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel to be notified whenever I go live, so we can have more of these walk and talk lunch chats and discussions about all kinds of different things and chat back and forth conversations. And I will see you all next time, but thanks again for liking this stream, subscribing to the channel, and check out some other videos along the way on the channel. There might be some things that you want to look up. Like, I think someone mentioned in the comments earlier that they were just looking for ocular migraine videos and photophobia sensation videos and different things like that, and you never know what you can come across. So check out other videos on my YouTube channel, Dr. Bryce Heffington, and see if there's anything that stands out to you. And if you want to see some other types of videos drop in the future, just comment down below like what you want to see or what you'd like to watch or hear more about, or even see more on these live streams, and we'll see where it goes from there. So thank y'all again, and I'll see you next time. Have a good rest of everyone's day. Bye. Have a good day.